I have been able to turn myself from this to this in only over 2 years before I reach 18 also. And today, I'm going to show you the science behind building aesthetic physique like I did within over 2 years like this. So you can copy what I do and get yourself the most aesthetic version of yourself also. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Alfred, and I share this type of education content related to how to build an aesthetic physique once every 2 days. So if you're interested in that, subscribe down below because I'm going to post way more educational content for free for you. So let's get into the video. Step 1, knowing the frame you need to build. To build an aesthetic physique, there's one thing you need to cover on your training, which is building your V-tape. What is building your V-tape? The V-taper is basically like the hourglass shape of the woman, but for us men. The V-taper looks will be primarily attractive to the female gaze. So let's just say if you have that V-taper look, no matter what your face looks like, maybe you look from the back, she looks to you from the back, any woman looks to you from the back, she'll be primarily attractive to that physique. And then maybe she go up to the face and then you didn't look smacks any day at all and then you have so much pimples. That's another story. But there's that clip that is like primarily, like you know all that means like neuron activation. This is you activate the neurons of the female gaze so that you can have like, oh, wow, he's hot. So it's like building that hourglass shape of women. Building that V-taper will give you that primarily attractive look that's like generationally passed from years and hundreds and millions of years ago by our ancestors at like the tribal days. Where like, oh, this is good for a woman and oh, this is good for men. So what would that look like? That looks like a broader shoulder to waist, or preferably about 1.6 of the shoulder width to your waist ratio. And alongside that, your lats should form a V in your body. That is the V-tape. And how should you do that? You should start by packing more muscle by the method of lean bulking. Lean bulking is basically slowly packing muscle by having a calorie surplus so your body can use that calories to slowly build muscle every day. Slowly, alongside with that, do hypertrophy training with the 9 aesthetic muscles. That will be the neck, upper traps, upper chest, lateral delts, tricep, bicep, forearms, abs, and lats. Those are 9 main aesthetic muscle groups that can build you that V-taper and that sharp look of a lean, attractive bull. So you gotta do lean bulk. Let's just say that you know your maintenance calories. Let's just say you checked one of my older videos in the past after this video. I do talk about how you can find your maintenance calories in the first place. So just add that around 200, 300 to that. And then you do weightlifting, hypertrophy training, train hard, train to failure to actually simulate the muscle. And then your body will use those calories to fill up for those micro tears muscle, the damaged muscle to build into bigger muscles. And slowly, Rome wasn't built in one day. And you will build your Rome Colosseum, which is your body. It takes commitment and time, a lot of time. And then you will start to build up your desired physique. If you just lean bulk, train the 9 most aesthetic muscle group, more than the other muscle groups, have like the program that trains maximize the aesthetic muscle group, and that you don't want to go through the hard work yourself and you're interested in the routine that I built specifically for those 9 main aesthetic muscle groups to make it pop and get your V-taper out. Top link description down below is my paid product. And so if you want to maximize building an aesthetic physique, feel free to check that out. So start looking aesthetic. Focus on our 9 main aesthetic muscle group. Alongside that, still train hypertrophy for every single other muscle group. Just prioritize those 9 main aesthetic muscle groups. Eat in a calorie surplus, like 200 to 300 more calories. Utilize your new gains to pack those muscle into the 9 most aesthetic muscle group perks so that V-taper starts to pop out. And then you will carve a path into the right track. Number 2, after you have B in a lean bulk and building yourself a decent amount of muscle. Step 2 is polishing the frame. Polishing the frame, what does this mean? Which is after you have built yourself enough muscle size and the V-taper look, like your neck is big, your lat is big, your shoulder to waist ratio is decent right now, but you start to notice that, damn, I have a pretty good amount of fat, like a decent amount of fat. So now is the time for you to cut it off so that you can show that 6-pack of yours that all the women said, oh, I want that 6-pack so bad. He looks so hot. Also stuff like that. So how would you cut off the weight? Preferably just fat. So here are how you cut off the weight. And most of them will be fat. Number 1, be in a calorie deficit. Just like how you be in a calorie surplus when you're on a lean bulk. This time you want to know your maintenance calories that you got from when you got the lean bulk down But now probably your maintenance calories are a bit different because it probably is higher since you pack down a little bit of weight. So find again your new maintenance calories and subtract about 300 to 500 calories away from that. Eat that and consistent for 3 months with that still trains hypertrophy with weights, and be consistent for 3 months. Like I said, you will shed down a good amount of fat. This is called a mini cut. This will maximize the amount of fat you can lose in the shortest amount of time without losing a tremendous amount of muscle with it. So you can still keep a relatively high amount of muscle and lose a good amount of fat, which will be the zone around 300 to 500 calories deficit from your maintenance, your new maintenance after you have done that lean bulk. Alongside that, you still have to train hypertrophy like usual. You still have to make those micro tears. Of course, I don't think that you will build like a good amount of muscle here unless you've got like newbie gains. You can even have a body recomposition from that. You can still build muscle and lose fat at the same time. But if you're a little bit more advanced, this is the best strategy to maintain the most amount of muscle and lose the most amount of fat. Of course, if you're newbie, you can build more muscle and lose the most amount of fat. So that's good also, alright? So start to polish your body after you have built yourself a decent frame, good amount of muscle, so that your maintenance calories is high enough for you to cut down the 500 calories away without crashing out on your diet. I'm not doing this diet anymore. It's so hard. It still has a reasonable amount of calories for you to eat a diet. That's why I recommend you lean bulk first before you actually polish your body. Like the roll, you need to build the roll first and then actually paint it, make it become better, right? You don't like build the outside look and then building the frame inside. That's illogical. So build a good amount of muscle first so that your diet, when you're doing the cut, is not as miserable. So now when you do that diet, you can stay in it, be consistent with it, and actually lose fat and build muscle at the same time if you're a newbie. But if not, you can still maintain the most amount of muscle. So that's shutting down and polishing your body. Lastly, to build yourself into the most aesthetic version of yourself, the looks is not the only thing that matters. Last thing I want to cover here is polishing, maybe decorate your aesthetic physique a little bit. What do I mean by decorating? You just like put flour into you or something like that? No, that's not actually the case. Polishing here means like polish something that is not directly related to an aesthetic physique, but still will make you more charismatic. That means like you can learn more about looks maxing, like how to take care of your skin, how to do your hair, how to like dress nicely after you have look good. Like all the people online, all of the looks max videos, they just say step 1, look good. Now you have done that step 1. You have no excuses. You can not be those fucking losers that comments step 1, look good, and then do not shit about it. Okay? You actually did the step 1 that they can't even do fucking step 1. Now you actually looks good. Now you can cover up this thing. Like people always joke about like step 1 looks good. You shouldn't do this looks max video because you don't even look good in the first place. Then take action. Build yourself an aesthetic physique. Now, after you have built yourself an aesthetic physique, you can cover up about these. Number 1, for me, one of the most important things after you have built an aesthetic physique is the looks maxing. Cover up your hair, your smell, your jawline and stuff like that. Like trim your beard also. Like, oh my god, now I have a little bit of beard. I need that looks maxing now. How the way you dress, all sorts of stuff like that. This is just like outside stuff besides your physique, like makeups for women, but like for men, like some simple perfume, a good hairstyle you can rock in, a few outfits, and just the simple stuff that will elevate your aesthetic physique even better. Like a wise man once said, a suit doesn't make a man makes the suit. So when you're already the man, you can elevate the suit with yourself to step up the games. But if you have like these cute boy outfit, good look, try hard, and you're still skinny fat, you're still not gonna look good. Secondly, it's your mentality. Be confident. Learn how to be comfortable with your physique, your body, and how you sit right now. Like be as authentic as you want. Swear if you want to swear. Of course, like if it's like a super formal event, you should like, calm yourself down a little bit. But like if you're with your bros or like you are talking to your girl, and of course you want someone to love you for who you are, right? If you want to swear, swear. If you want to do this, do that. And if they're uncomfortable with it, okay, sorry. I guess you and I are just not compatible. That's it. We're going to move on to another person. That's totally fine. So start to be more confident. And what is confident? How do you get confident? Confident is nothing but proof. So to get confidence, it's basically simple. It's to get proof that you can do something. So basically, to get more confident with girls, you need to go out there and take action, talk to girls. And when you know that you're hard as fuck and girls actually like you will be more confident because you got proof that you can actually do this. Confidence is just proof. And to get proof, you need to take action. So that's how you build confidence. It's nothing like wishy-washy and like mantras and all that stuff on the internet. Confidence is proof that you can do this. Like for me, my proof, I'm so confident about my work. I'm building you an aesthetic physique because I built myself an aesthetic physique. And I help my gym bros build aesthetic. I'm helping all my clients making massive changes in just like months with all my knowledge about building aesthetic physique. Top link description down below if you want to work with me, by the way. But I'm so confident because I got proof. I got proof that I did it to myself. I'm more confident. I know it all. I prioritize all the muscle group that actually makes me look hot and actually cover ups my actual deep dark desire that no one talks about, and people say it's cringe, but it's actually not cringe. It's actually not shallow at all. It still gets me in the gym, gets me more healthy, gets me actually what I want for business, and I help other people can do it also. So I have confidence with that. So whatever things you want to be confident in, get more proof. Maybe you will fall a little bit on the way you get confidence, but slowly you will get proof, more proof, more proof on the way you improve slowly, day by day by day by day, and then you will get more result. With that result, that is proof, and then you will be more confident. So basically, do some lip smacking and get more confidence. And confidence is nothing but proof. Get yourself some proof by taking action. So in conclusion, that's a 3-step guide on what you should do to build yourself an aesthetic physique and become the most charismatic version of yourself. And if you're interested in working with me and building your aesthetic physique, maximize your looks, top link in the description down below is my paid community with like-minded men who are on the same path as you and all my knowledge packed into one place. That's it for today's video, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.